Joined now by Syracuse head coach Gary Gait. We'll get a quick opening statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions. Coach.
Tough battle. Obviously a really good Cornell team, number one in the country for a reason. I think they demonstrated that tonight. I was proud of our guys for never giving up. Even when they were stringing plays together, we refused to go away, fought back, kept trying to get close. Fortunately, we didn't find the opportunities we needed and come up with the loss. Move back on to league play with Duke next week.
We'll take questions.
Coach, in terms of guarding CJ Curse, just what do you guys think to execute on in terms of trying to contain him today?
I think it was their whole offense. They scored, I think, 5 or 6 goals off ground balls, off scramble plays. I think 6-on-6 we actually played pretty well. 5-man up goals against is tough. And there's 11 of their goals right there. So that kind of says it all. It was the opportunities they had, they took advantage of them. They played very well in the man up. And on the ground balls, especially in the first half, I thought the goalie had a great first quarter. 8 saves. Really, got us off to a slow start. So, it's a tough one today.
You guys can just go.
Coach, you mentioned that slow start. Were you still pleased with the opportunities your team was getting in that first quarter, and was it more of a matter of us just making some great saves?
If they go in, yeah, you're happy. But typically we move the ball a little bit more, and their initial game plan was not to slide too much, see if these guys could score. And unfortunately, we weren't putting the ball in the back of the net, and it turned the ball over, and it went down the other end, and they were able to capitalize. And even though when we got stopped, we got the ball on the ground, got it loose, they came up with it and found the player in front and scored, like I said, a bunch of goals in the first half especially.
What did you see from your man down unit? First, the penalties that you had, and then what Cornell could do at their man up unit?
They're a really good team. They move the ball better than anybody in the country, and their man up's very good, and they were shooting well today. I thought they were on top of it shot wise, and we weren't getting the stops, so they had a great day.
CJ Curse is that long wind up on one of his shots. I mean, what does he do so well to get so much power behind his shots?
What they were doing is they were keeping Jimmy high, so he was standing tall, and then they were overhand high to low, and they were just hammering it hard and with quick shots, and he wasn't getting down there in time. So he'll regroup. He'll be fine.
Coach, was there a difference in game plan between Notre Dame and today with Joey Spallina? Just didn't have the ball all too much in this one. Only 1 goal as opposed to 4 last time out.
Yeah, I don't think there was much of a difference in game plan. It's just the way it worked out today.
With Cornell, the options they have, whether it's Kirster or Goldstein or Michael Long, how difficult is it to defend them for a full game like that?
It was tough. They had a lot of possessions, and they moved the ball well. You saw it out there. Much like we do at times, we move the ball very well, and they're very similar. And they shot better than we did today.
What went wrong at the points? You guys cut it to trail by 6 twice, and then cut it to 2 twice. What went wrong for you guys not to be able to get over the hump in those scenarios?
We had opportunities. We got within 2 and hit the crossbar, and that would have put it within 1, and they come down and score. So, there was opportunities. We get a stop, and we fail to clear. Turn it over, they score immediately off that. So, we had chances to get within 1 a couple times, and we just didn't make the plays.
Final question.
How backbreaking were the turnovers you had in key moments down the stretch and throughout this game for you guys?
I think, let's see what the turnovers were here. We had 13 turnovers, they had 18. So it's just, time turnovers, that were tough, not clearing when we need to clear. When we get a stop, we're within 2, and we don't clear. So, I don't think it was a bad game as far as turnovers go, but just inopportune times.
Thanks, everybody.